I had anxiety since I was a little kid. Fast forward, I'll give you the tips on what's helped me a lot. There are certain events, confrontations in life that kind of upregulate your reaction of anxiety towards certain scenarios or certain people, certain phrases that people may talk about. It might tickle your insecurities and you kind of guard up or get a little nervous or try to escape the conversation, that sort of deal. But a couple tips that I can share with you is control your sugar. As we get older, sometimes these mental and nervous system related, I don't want to call them diseases, but these reactions, let's call it, these inflammatory reactions or narratives that can dictate your nervous system response a lot. They can be controlled a lot by dietary choices. So sugar is surprisingly very addictive, but as we get older, some of these reactions that we have in our headspace, in our nervous system, they can get amplified if we don't take care of it. As we get older, we have all different types of stressors and responsibilities that attacks our nervous system, basically. And with sugar, you have to really control it. So enough of the cereals, the candies, breads, Pop Tarts, and switch it over to nowadays. I like apples and bananas. They both have sufficient amounts of bananas have way more B vitamins than apples. Apples has a really strong antioxidant on the skin, and I just cut out the core, dice it up, whatever, toss out the core, and then it has a lot of antioxidants in the skin. Good amount of fiber. So that's my choice. The secondary thing I can tell you is control your caffeine intake. Nicotine as well. I no longer smoke. I don't do weed. I don't do alcohol. Rarely. I'll take that back. I do alcohol like very rarely. I had one 2 days ago with a detailer friend. It was only one glass at a brewery place and had a plate of pretzel bites. It was amazing. Cool talk. He had 3 of them. So alcohol too. It can sometimes cause a lot of nervousness in some people, or maybe not. Who knows? So sugar and caffeine for sure. Control your caffeine intake as well. Eat satiating foods. That was my stomach. Sources of carbohydrates that have fiber in them. I'm not really comfortable anymore with like rice and potatoes and very, very heavy, like whole starchy stuff. It doesn't sit well with me. I need fiber to get my bowels moving, TMI. But I feel much better if I eat like broccolini, sliced apples, or a good hefty salad that doesn't have so much like onion and garlic. Things that could kind of disrupt my acidity in the stomach, gas and bloating. So I'm kind of familiar with what foods I should avoid overall. Not do too much hot sauce and chili and lime juice or lemon in general. Too much tomato, basically acid stuff. Coffee as well. Combining caffeine and nicotine, by the way, is a dangerous formula. You can get heart issues. You can increase your chances of strokes as well. And if you do either of those, or especially bad combination, if you combine those, it can cause excess anxiety. The third thing that I could recommend, or 2 more actually, physical fitness. To get in shape, once you reach that epitome of the benefits from the routine of lifting weights, it builds a really cool kind of it's a cool side effect. You feel much more confident. You have better posture. You're proud of your 13 or 15-inch arms, whatever your goal is. The aesthetics and size of muscles that you carry on you, it helps tremendously. It's very primitive, especially for us men. Genetic wise, I'm generally kind of slim, but that's my goal nowadays, to pack on some muscles. And the last thing I would say that could decrease your anxiety overall and And, after assuming you control your diet, your vices, the sugar, the caffeine as well, or eliminate vices as well, that helps. This last one is tremendously helpful. Stay celibate. Lest as we age, we finally see through the lenses. It's a biological quirk. We're made to procreate, understood. But if you really want to level up your finances and make your wallet really fat and be just very abundant in finances and financial literacy, you need to replace lust with true working systems and jobs and habits that can distract you away from that. It's an extremely powerful motive in the animal kingdom, in all animal kingdoms, but with people especially, because we have this thing called money. If you want to be in surplus of it and be in such control of your own finances and be responsible with it and just leverage your income tremendously, you need to gravitate away from lust and chasing girls and looking at adult content with other habits and things that could actually level up your finances and well-being. That's one of the biggest insecurities that can tackle any man, and it can just be so degrading. Just being in low finances and no money, it's a very dangerous formula. That's the state where you tend to spend your money instead on covering up those bad feelings, those bad intentions, those bad self-narratives. You're going to distract yourself with adult content and buying drugs and buying liquor and basically band-aids that are not really fixing anything. So you have to approach life in a raw state, have difficult conversations. You have to take on opportunities that can level up your finances. That's the way to go. I'm on, I think, day 5 or 6. No adult content, no releasing as well, TMI. But I'm just trying to help out those guys out there who know they have potential inside. Everybody's got potential, but we obstruct ourselves with vices and bad diets and bad people as well. And so with this celibacy routine, it's so powerful, man. You glow differently, you walk, you talk differently, you connect differently with people. Certain people will know that there's something with you and they want to talk to you. They want to give you opportunities because it's that powerful. It just increases the magnetizing construct of social beings where one person is worthy, where they can also see other worthy people. They connect, they collaborate, they build a business, they leverage each other's lives, their finances, their physical fitness. To this day, I don't have a physical fitness buddy. For the gym, that sort of deal. But once you kind of go long enough with this streak, let's call it, of being celibate, from releasing and consuming nasty pixels, you're going to get someone's attention. Micro expressions in your body, in your voice, it's going to really get the attention of someone that would probably want to help you out. And if you overall, the end statement to this is, if you want to improve yourself, you really have to sacrifice a lot. It's going to feel uncomfortable. You're used to releasing every day or so and eating junk just to make yourself feel comfortable. Take a walk, listen to music, read a book. I'd rather have this pain of boredom than being in Iraq wearing a full suit with 80 pounds of gear in the hot desert, waiting for the enemy for 3 days and they don't show up. I'd rather be in this state, in this gracious environment that I have at my disposal. I got running water, I got a fridge, I got a computer where I can research anything at the tip of my fingers. I have business opportunities left and right, but some people don't see those things because they submit themselves so much into their outlets of their pacifiers, their binkies. When they feel uncomfortable, they go to ordering Uber Eats. They're overeating in general. They go to the bar. They don't see it. You distract yourselves with all these comforts. And if you want to kind of synthetically, in a real biological sensation, what's that word? If you want to synthetically build some type of confrontation or an endangerment where it forces you to level up, stay celibate. Oh, this guy is not releasing. He's not banging chicks. He's not impregnating 2-3 women a week, 5 women a week. Let's build him up. Let's build him up some value, better posture, deeper voice, more energy, more vibrancy in his eyes. His hair is fuller. His muscles are bigger. All these biological things are a side effect when you starve yourself kind of synthetically. But it's for a big purpose. And the longer you go with it, you're going to enhance greatly your natural inner genius, your intuition, your energy, how you socialize with people, and how people socialize with you. But a lot of men, they're so distracted with their vices. They're young and dumb. They get their first job or two, and they go buy a Mercedes AMG or a big truck, and they think they made it in life. And they kind of stop there. They made it. And it's cruise control and comfort mode for like the next 10 to 20 years. And that's all what they focus on. What's the next thing I can buy? And they forget about the priority of handling their body, physical physique, controlling their vices, their lust. You know, all these materials, big truck, a nice car, big house, apartment, this and that, that are all funneling that into like getting with a woman who is not even capable of being a good mother. Just because she's hot doesn't mean like the equation is true. Like, don't fool yourself. Get with a woman who you can see yourself with the future with, emotionally, discipline wise, doing certain goals together. If she's just a fucking bimbo, partying personality, like, do you really, are you really gonna, do you have a system in place for when, if she divorces you, that she's not gonna drain your assets, that she's not going to overtake your life and destroy your life? Some of them are like that. But all that can be preventable or entirely eliminated if you put yourself at such a high fucking value of a person, and you put the boundaries set in place. You don't hesitate on speaking about what type of man you do, what actions will happen if you get messed with, if you get cheated on, whatever happens, you know. But set yourself, your body, your physical stance, your personality, your character. That's the first pillar of what defines as like the kingdom itself. It's not the house, it's not the castle, it's you as a person. Every person is an entity of a powerful force, powerful capabilities. So, stay celibate. That's the cherry on top. You're going to get better over the weeks and over the months and over the years as well. You're suddenly going to want to leverage your money insanely in great amounts. You want to get into stock trading, real estate, Forex, whatever it is. Money is a tool. Don't make money your entirety of your personality. It is just a tool, really. And I recommend people to live within or below their means. Save enough money for in case your partner dies, you can hire a nursing practitioner or a healthcare provider to wipe your ass when you're 90 years old. But some don't function this way. So the goal is to help other people, but also to take care of yourself as well. Because there's so much to see in this world, so much technology advancing every month, every year, every decade. New places you've never been to, vacation-wise, business trip-wise, leisure-wise. So many people, so many cultures, so many personalities, so many foods to experiment with. Be your own Anthony Bourdain. Be your own entity. And the cherry on top can be accomplished by moving away from lust, moving away from prioritizing women. But if you decide to have children, be very careful with that. Recognize her temperament, recognize what ticks her off, recognize her most evil motives of what she's capable of. And some guys, they ignore it. Some guys, they see it too late. Some guys, they put too much trust in a female. And unfortunately, it takes only one woman to destroy your lineage of your efforts. And it takes one as well, one good one, to enhance you, actually. So the more you properly build yourself, the more you will attract a proper person. It's worth the wait. I know patience is boring, but it's absolutely worth it at the end. I'll see you next time.